Welcome back. So glad that you joined me. One of the most controversial things that seems to be on the minds of everyone right now is not just the plans for our local area, not just the plans for the United States or North America or South America, but what's going on within this world. The plans that's coming from every nation, it seems like it has people in more up in arms, more in a frenzy than ever before. And it also has people stopping and looking and going, okay, I'm seeing this, but what's really going on? Now, to this point in Earth's history, a lot of us can look back and say, well, I don't remember a time when this, and this happened. Even though we need to remember this. A lot of this stuff has already happened. A lot of this stuff will continue to happen. It seems that because of social media, we are on the cusp of rapidly changing things that are being thrown in our face. And we're starting to ask, okay, we're seeing this, but what's real? What's not? What's true? What's false? And even more than that, looking at it in two separate ways. Number one, how am I involved in this? And number two, this is the ultimate thing. What is God doing in the here and now, and what does He have to say about this? Now, a lot of the people that we're going to be hearing through social media, through the news, through you name it, are going to say, well, God really doesn't have a hand in this. He's not involved. But that's where they're wrong. As we go back to the Bible, looking from Genesis to Revelation, we see that God's hand is very heavily in everything that's going on. There is not a single thing that is not done without God doing something. That's what His plan is. That's what His will is. And He reminds us to make sure that we are solidly found in Him. That actually brings us to our devotional verse for this week. It's found in Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11. Now, this is something that we've talked about here over the years, but it's something that we can go back to our lesson study times, whether it was young kids or even now as adults, that this is something we memorize, something that keeps being brought up. Sometimes it's misquoted as well, but it's something that we need to remember, we need to call ourselves back to, because it reminds us yet again of what God promises that He's going to do. I encourage you, go back, take a look at chapter 29 of Jeremiah, because the whole chapter has a better context of what was happening then, gives us a bit of the picture of what we are to expect in the here and now as well. Once again, Jeremiah 29, verse 11 says this, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for calamity, to give you a future and a hope." Now, right there, that is such an amazing promise. Because God could say, hey, you have a future, and just leave it there. But He goes a step further. You have a hope because everything is built on me. You have nothing to worry about because it's built on me. I'm seeing it through. I'm the one in control of everything. Focus on me. That's the key right there. That's how we're going to be able to run without a problem in the world, because our focus is on Him. Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to study God's Word together. God bless.